everyone, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Leo for the month of December 2023. We are almost in 2024, the year of the dragon. Be prepared for it to move really fast. There's going to be even faster progress towards spirituality. Remember, the big timeline shift is going to happen in 2030. It's going to be huge. Big timeline shift. It's like one for the ages. You know, we generally do experience timeline shifts, but they happen to be on a smaller scale. And so in preparation for 2030, because 2030 is supposed to be the beginning of the golden age, so 2024 is going to be acceleration, speeding up towards the golden age. Now, still, the timeline shift does not guarantee that things will switch to the higher timeline. There's a possibility that there will be switched to the lower timeline. And so it depends on us, on how we handle 2024. If you stay in positive vibration, if you protect your vibration at all costs, if you help the collective experience higher vibration as well, then the 2030 timeline shift will be successful. I know it seems like a very long time away, and that I know it seems like you have nothing to do with it. You have everything to do with it. So it's really important to remember that 2024 is going to be the year of the dragon, when things will be coming about very fast. And so the strength comes from the inside. Remember, all your ducks have to be in a row on the internal side, because your internal your internal creates the external, if you will. So it's important to stay in high vibration. As you know, Leo, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the King of Swords, clarified by the King of Wands. In the obstacle position, we have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Wands. In the present position, we have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Cups. And in the future outcome position, we have the Lovers, clarified by Justice. This is definitely going to be a pivotal month for you. It's going to make you realize that all the hard work that you've done, all the choices that you've made, all the hard decisions that you've had to see through have paid off for you, because finally you're going to be reaching a state of unison between your higher self and your shadow self, and as a result you will see justice. But let's start from the beginning. In the past position, we have two kings, the King of Swords and the King of Wands. So it tells me that in the recent past you were trying to find a balance between your logical self, your rational self, and your passionate self, your really excited self. That is a certain level of mastery. You were able to kind of graduate in a way, I should say. The King of Swords is someone who is, focused on discipline. He's someone who is focused on structure, because he understands that discipline and structure and everything in its place and logic and rationale are very important to achieving goals. He communicates very clearly. You see the sword, which is symbol of communication. His head and his crown is above the two birds, signifying that he is above he's above problems. He's able to handle problems, solve problems, and that he's sort of like in control of that. The King of Wands is all about leadership, and he's all about passion. He's all about going for the ability to create and to achieve through feeling. The King of Swords is a king who goes about through logic. So it's the King of Swords represents your mind, your thoughts, and the King of Wands represents your heart, your emotions. And so finding the balance in between the two can be a tricky thing to do, but in the past, truth helped you overcome challenges, and therefore find the balance between your heart and your mind, and you've mastered the ability to rely on your thoughts and rely on your passion and emotions. So you're definitely someone who is leveling up in the month of December, dear Leo. In the obstacle position, you do, however, have the Seven of Swords, so you have to be hyper aware, be aware. We as species are very alert. Human beings tend to be very, very alert. And so, that's why you have instincts, that's why you have many other things like intuition, the inside voice, that internal voice, that kind of guides you, as well. And so the Seven of Swords tells me you got to be very aware. This is not the moment to sleep. Pay attention, and it's also not the best time to communicate, right? Because I think Mercury is going retrograde later in December, and so it's important to have increased awareness, because someone around you may be behaving in an evasive manner. There may be some gossiping going on, there may be some manipulation going on. So the more aware you are in the month of December, the more it's going to help you. In the clarifying position, you have the Ten of Wands, which is all about finishing the task. You may feel like you're struggling, like you are not really wanting to see things through, like you want to give up, you want to do something that's a lot more fun and a lot more interesting, but it's important to kind of not give up. It's important to realize that you could delegate things to other people. Get a little bit of pressure off your shoulders. Don't feel like you're carrying the world on your shoulders, because you have only a finite amount of life force energy. And so it's important to use it sparingly as you go through different arguments, battles, challenges, obstacles. It's important to be sparing with your energy and make sure that you do not involve yourself in things that don't really matter, and recall your energy from the past arguments. There are exercises that you can do to recall your energy. It'll give you more power if you do. In the present position, you have the Nine of Wands, which is great because it tells me you are sticking to your guns. You are continuing to see something to its kind of natural end. It could be a project, it could be a circumstance, it could be a connection, it could be something you've been working on. Definitely you have resilience and courage and determination, and you have that innate desire to get it, to completion, no matter what, because it's important to remember that the battle is almost over. It's always darkest before the dawn. It's always the most hopeless before the dawn. But we know from history, from your personal life, from just innate knowledge that life is about a cycle. We live in the world of duality. So the struggle will come to an end, and you will achieve a new level as long as you follow your heart, because that's what the Knight of Cups in the clarifying position reminds us of. As long as you follow your heart, as long as you do what feels right to you, as long as you to protect that emotional high vibration. And we know that you will because you have the Lovers in the future outcome position. Because the Lovers is not just a card that says you're going to have a great partnership. It's also about uniting your higher self with the lower self, with the shadow, right? And so it's almost like where the God inside of you and the devil inside of you make peace. That's almost how it kind of feels, the Lover's card. It also is definitely a card that points to the fact that you have a strong connection, a strong reciprocal connection. It could be a friendship, a partnership, it could be a lover's connection, but there's a strong connection that will give you the strength that you need, and you in turn will share the strength with your partner, and they will receive what they need, so that together, you are able to level up and kind of watch out for each other and help each other, and make an experience more meaningful. The Justice card definitely suggests that this is ordained by the divine, that the divine is stepping in and balancing the scales because of the work that you've done. You've stayed committed to the task at hand. You didn't give up in the hardest moment. And because of that, you have the light of God on the inside of you. You are a God particle. And so you'll see certain things in your life become much easier. You're almost there. Like I said, 2024 is going to be a really fast-paced year. And so it's going to bring new opportunities, new offers, new experiences that will open a certain door in your consciousness that will help you see things from a different standpoint. But let's see what we can clarify with the Mystical Wisdom card that I pulled earlier. We have potential. Think big for your future. Definitely you have a lot of potential, and you're realizing a lot of that potential now, which is also going to pay off for you in the future. I also pulled an angel and ancestor oracle card, and we have Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. Water definitely carries emotions because it is consciousness, because it is also a God particle. It's a form of God. And water surrounds you everywhere. It creates life, right? Water is air in the gas form. Water is ice in a solid form. And obviously water is the majority of this planet, because I think it's like 70% of the planet. So it's important to remember that water is represented or symbolic of emotions, right? And so it's important to address your emotions. It's important to be in touch with your emotions. It's important to connect with your emotions and not suppress them. A lot of times people have aggression or doubt or shame. It's important to connect with those emotions because they have a message, for you. And once you decipher that message, you're able to have a greater understanding. Once you have a greater understanding, you're able to expand your consciousness. Once you're able to expand your consciousness, you move on in the dimensions. Once you're able to move on in the dimensions, you have an easier time, because the higher in the dimension you go, the more love and abundance you feel, because it is all love and abundance. Love is energy. You live in energy of abundance. There is no such thing as competition. There's no such thing as this is not enough or that is not enough. It's enough for everyone. The abundance is overwhelming. It's nothing but abundance. So it's important to be aware of that. But it's also important to be aware that challenges make you appreciative. Challenges make you strong. Challenges are there to teach you. There's nothing wrong with challenges. As when you see a challenge for nothing, for what it is, which isn't much. It's just there to teach you. Once you learn and you get it, it's no longer a challenge. And so it's important to kind of change your perspective on how you see challenges. I want that promotion. I want the promotion. I want the promotion. Or I want to date this person. I want to date this person. I want to date this person. I want to travel the world. I want to, meet Elon Musk. I want to be important. I don't know. Like different people have different priorities and goals and dreams. It's important to remember that you will get to where you need to be, where you want to be. Even if it takes you 2 lifetimes or 3 lifetimes, you will get there as long as you stay committed to the task at hand, as long as you learn from challenges and see their treasure for what it really is. You will get to where you are supposed to be, where you envision yourself to be. It's important to also recognize how far you've come, because only the bravest souls choose this planet. You are a brave soul. You have, accomplished much through your interaction with others. You have accomplished much by contributing to the collective as well. So again, it's a balance between what you've already accomplished and where you're going. And so you're just catching yourself in this moment of this long journey, but it's important to remember to enjoy it as well. Expansion of consciousness happens gradually, and it is happening to you. So think big, realize your potential. Little by little, newer ideas will come, greater ideas will come. Give it time, and the evolution happens, over time. And so it's important to kind of allow yourself to evolve and to expand your consciousness. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope that the month of December is a really joyous month for you. I hope you celebrate the end of the year and everything you've accomplished this year. And I also hope you don't forget to visit me on Instagram. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.